I missed training so much. I'm feeling much more better than I felt myself month before, 2 months before. And this training camp made me more confident about my health. It's very important. I love jobs, I love my team, because each person in our team has a good sense of humor. Different, but we like it, you know. Because when you are working hard, it's really tiring. You could be a little bit crazy, you know.
Bivol has retreated to the mountains of Kyrgyzstan to sharpen the technical weapons that make him one of boxing's most feared champions, but Eifert is no easy opponent and is preparing to push him harder than any challenger has before. This is the inside story of a champion facing his sternest test yet.
What I can do in this life, I can box. I'm just undisputed.
Вот побольше. Да. Право. Одиночный. Время, поехали. Руки опусти. Да. Вот, движение, прям, да. Да. А далее видно?
A typical day in the life of Dmitry Bivol runs with the precision of a finely calibrated engine. Perched more than 1,500 meters above sea level, every breath of the biting morning air feels like fire in the lungs. Yet it is exactly this unforgiving environment that forges the kind of championship endurance that separates the elite from everyone else. Bivol begins each day not with power training, but with deliberate, methodical movement work, using his stretching and mobility sessions not merely as a warm-up, but as a way of sharpening the cold, calculated precision that makes him one of the most difficult fighters to deal with in the entire light heavyweight division.
Down long step standing, I was like, oh, I'm out of the way, but they're like, two of me now. There's just something dead close to
Once the gloves are on, the entire energy in the gym changes. His work on the heavy bag is a masterclass in controlled devastation. There are no wild looping shots thrown for the cameras, only sharp, rapid, piston-like straight punches fired with surgical precision. Every crack of leather against the bag is a reminder of the suffocating distance control that has systematically taken apart some of the biggest names the sport has ever seen. Bivol's pendulum movement drains his opponents physically and mentally before the championship rounds even begin, while he remains completely calm, composed, and ice cold throughout. But behind this polished exterior is a world-class team pulling every string. Those closest to the sport will tell you that Bivol's greatest weapon isn't his speed or his power. It's the extraordinary speed at which his mind processes everything happening in front of him.
Yeah, but why you wanna do how I like?
Because it's hard to do.
Do it how it's easier.
No, I don't want to do it as easier.
I'm doing it because I got used to do it. They learned it since the beginning with this technique. You didn't do it since the beginning. You should develop your technique. Add small things. Don't change from the core. Don't change basic stuff. How they taught you. You will not learn how I'm doing it. Never. Because you start doing it differently. This is how I will not be good with your technique, because I didn't do it all my life.
Taylor Ramsdale ensures Bivol's conditioning is tailored specifically to championship-level demands rather than general fitness, training his fast-twitch muscles to still deliver explosive combinations deep into the late rounds.
We're going to take him, we're about right here right now, and we're going to take him here. That's science. Trying to stay as straight up as you can, Ben. Hands above your head, directly above you. Just pulled me over. Fucking strong. Time. Now, you're going to be here, and you're going to take this knee, and you're going to pivot on your foot, and you're going to turn as far in as you can, and boom. Then you're going to turn this one as far in as you, without turning this way. This stays here. Woof, 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 woof. Do 10. Yep. 3, 10, and 10. All of it. Warm up, fight, sparring, everything. Go through all of these.
Head coach Gennady Mashchyanov serves as the strategic mastermind behind the camp, with experts noting that his system enables Bivol to read and break down an opponent's rhythm within just the first 9 minutes of a fight. As one analyst explained, he treats boxing like high-speed chess. You think you're walking him down and applying pressure, but you're actually walking directly into a trap he set 2 rounds ago. The footwork is the bait, and the straight right hand is the checkmate.
Давай, давай, давай. Еще 3, 2, 1. Оп.
Eifert comes in looking to do far more than survive, having earned his mandatory shot through volume, toughness, and determination. Unable to outbox Bivol from the outside, his entire camp has been focused on one goal, using his tight guard, relentless pressure, and elite conditioning to make the fight as rough and uncomfortable as possible.
So with Dmitry Bivol, he's a great fighter. He's probably one of the best fighters out there today. Just because he's so technical, he has good speed. He has.
When with Canelo, he just schooled Canelo.
Yeah, absolutely.
He absolutely schooled him, and then.
While Eifert's path to victory is extremely slim, it does exist. Bivol's constant movement and footwork consume significant energy, and if Eifert can cut off the ring and force him backward in a straight line, he could momentarily pin the champion against the ropes and disrupt his rhythm.
Bivol versus Benavidez, who you got in that fight?
Shit, I don't know anymore. I used to have Benavidez. I don't know anymore. Bivol, his 2 fights with Benavidez, he's gotten even better. See, the thing about Bivol is you can be a dog and he just beat you. You can be a dog all you want and he just be whooping your ass. All right, Benavidez. If you think Benavidez isn't a dog, then you're smoking dope, right? David Benavidez. I'm seeing punishment on David Benavidez as a light heavyweight, which concerns me a bit against Bivol. Fantastic fighter. Great defense, doing great things, very skillful. But I'm seeing shit. And Bivol is just so good that it's like, bruh, my goodness.
Bivol views this camp as a chance to make a statement beyond just defending his title, with a convincing win over Eifert paving the way for the big unification fights he is after. Training in Kyrgyzstan with undisputed glory in his sights, Bivol is focused on clearing his mandatory obligation before turning his attention to the highly anticipated showdown with Benavidez.
I don't love that for him because we've seen guys like Roy Jones go up in weight, and then come back down, and they just aren't the same. I think he was already killing himself to make the weight. I've seen him do the weight cuts. I think that those weight cuts are brutal on him. I think that he's at cruiserweight. This is where we've seen the best of him. I think he should stay up there.
You know, guys, I agree, and I'll tell you something else. Where are you with this?
Me? I like it. I like the fight.
You like him going back down?
I think.
Or do you want Bivol to come up?
I think Bivol, no. Go back down if he likes to. He could use it. I mean, he's champion in both weight divisions. Well, title holder.
Title holder. There you go. That's right.
He converted them.
See, people like you especially should not be calling the title holders champions, because think of how hard it was. You actually had to be the champion of the whole wide world. It's different. It's different. The guys who need to call themselves champions who just grab a belt are the dudes who aren't good enough or didn't have the opportunity to even fight those fights. Anyway.
It hits different, and I feel like with Bivol, I think he's the only one that'll possibly give David Benavidez a little bit of run for his money.
Who do you like in the fight?
Moving all that.
Because of the movement, I think that Benavidez really capitalizes when you're right there with him. Yeah. And I think Bivol doesn't give you that kind of momentum. So
I think it's going to be a high-value fight if it happens. Bivol throws a lot of punches. Benavidez throws a lot of punches.
So many options.
I think that is a great fight.
So I'm really with Devin on.
Do you want to see a trilogy, or would you rather just see the Benavidez?
I'd rather see the Benavidez. I mean, Benavidez deserved a trilogy technically because of the first fight. I thought Bivol won the first fight too.
Yeah, I did too.
But me, I think that Benavidez and Bivol is another fight that is one of the biggest and best fights in the sport of boxing. I don't know if it's the biggest, but one of the best as far as like competitive wise.
Who you got in there? That's a hard fight. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm leaning towards Bivol, but I know like it would be tough with Benavidez with his pressure.
But boxing history is littered with elite champions who look past the quiet, determined mandatory challenger, only to wake up without their belts.
Here goes the IBF ordering Dmitry Bivol to face mandatory challenger Michael Eifert. That damn IBF boy, them in the WBO, they don't play around, do they? Anyway, Bivol by massacre.
Can Bivol's elite footwork, sharp combinations, and championship intelligence prove too much for the young German challenger? Or will Eifert drag him into a war and pull off the shocking upset? Drop your predictions in the comments. Tell us who wins and how it ends. And be sure to subscribe for more exclusive behind-the-scenes access to boxing's biggest fights.